Justin Tucker ready to go here. This is going to be a ton of fun. Ravens and Bucks. Here we go from Tampa.
Set.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. To the air right away is Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calais Campbell on the stop. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw, it's Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. That one goes for 24 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing on first down is Brady. This one taken in by Otten. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The tight end in motion right. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet and usually able to come up with a nice play down the middle of the field.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Jackson's going to keep it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Otten brings it in over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Brady going to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Brady now to throw. He's got Otten. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 42. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the draw play. This is White. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady deferring to White on the draw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with White. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Brady to throw. And it's caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Go.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They find some open field here, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Slot man moves right. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
You change it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That would work pretty well there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, middle. 13. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. Touchdown! Sammy Watkins, 37 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impression.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
The Bucs summon their offense back onto the field here. They're going to go for 2. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, report.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't take care of the...
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Dobbins trying the left side. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 73 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Logan Ryan.
And the Bucs are right back in this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
On 1st down, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack.
He'll look to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From way up at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
In motion left is Watkins. Right back to Dobbins on first. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Jackson going to hold on to this. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
In motion left goes Jones. Now Brady. Able to find Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. One final try now for Brady. One last shot at the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. On the draw, here's White.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Steps away to his left.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. That's going to be caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 28 yards.
And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From way up at the 23.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Fighting to the ball carrier there was Carlton Davis, and he finishes that play off.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Brady. Over the middle here to Rudolph.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
First down, here's White. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw is Brady. He's got White here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Brady going to go on 4th down. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're
looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, little. 13.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The slot man in motion right.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, here's an option right. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And Jackson going to run again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Dobbins.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's second and goal operating from the 8-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Third and goal, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On third down, Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they wind up getting 13 there on fourth down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
You change it. Hey! You change it. Oh.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because you're
and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From way up at the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And
As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Jackson running again.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. They're going for it with Dobbins.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tyus Bowser with a pick. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Here's Jackson.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
Fingers. That signifies the 4th quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the 4th quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
A second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up. Had that lead, they were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Brady now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end Rudolph.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Brady to throw. Forced out to his left. And Rudolph has it left side.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Second and 2.
Back to throw, Brady.
He'll get that.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, Because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Brady. This is White on the screen. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
In motion right is Watkins.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they...
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Gino now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Going right back to Fant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 37-yard line. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson going to take this himself. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. In motion left is Watkins. Dobbins trying the left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Hey, report. Report. No. 13. Hey, Ozzy. Sit up. Sit up.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. An option handoff here to Dobbins. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. But let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
We changed it.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
The final shot here before break. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Now Gino on 1st down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. Pass incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
You see it?
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. He's got it to the 43 here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run here with Dobbins. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has now been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now Geno. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is...
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Right to the air is Rodgers. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Snap comes at 1. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tunyon.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is taken way up at the 25. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30.
They'll start with the option.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
The Jackson going to run again.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Fourth down, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for Baltimore first.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. In motion left is Watkins.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. To throw is Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he's going to have a Packers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Caught right side. It's Lewis. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal. Now this time Rodgers will throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. but instead that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
94 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
In motion left is Watkins.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
We changed it.
Jackson. That is caught at the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now whistles here. Flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. False start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is dropped. Though we do have a penalty marker on the field. Let's get the call.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Throwing is Rodgers.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Jackson going to hold on to it again.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
From 19 yards away.
We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
He's got a man, complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Rodgers.
And Lazard's got it again.
Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, 33 yards.
And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
169 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Left is Watkins.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, a 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. 20, 10,
and the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete here.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. That pass play good for 7. but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
Rodgers with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Crosby connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll run here with Dobbins. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw, Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
second down, it's Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.